Imagine a house that whispers your deepest fears into your ears. This isn't a figment of a writer's imagination, but the chilling reality of the Hill House. A dwelling that's more than bricks and mortar. It's a place where shadows twist and turn, creating a dance of dread that sends shivers down the spine of the bravest souls. Nestled in an unassuming corner of the country, the Hill House is a place that's earned a reputation for its unsettling aura. The family that once lived there, innocent and oblivious to the house's dark past, soon became entangled in a web of inexplicable events. The walls of the Hill House, they say, have a life of their own. Shadows pass in the corridors, forming human-like silhouettes that seem to come alive in the dead of the night. The air, often crisp and cold, carries with it a chilling draft that seems to seep into your very bones. The silence, once comforting, is shattered by disembodied voices that echo through empty rooms, speaking in hushed whispers that promise no peace. The family, once cheerful and vibrant, found themselves living in a constant state of fear. The children would wake up in the middle of the night, their innocent faces etched with terror, speaking of eyes that watched them from the darkness. The parents, desperate to protect their loved ones, found themselves helpless against the unseen forces that gripped their home. Each day in the Hill House was a battle, a struggle to maintain sanity amidst the chaos of the unexplained. The family sought help, reaching out to paranormal investigators, spiritual experts, even local authorities. But the haunting of the Hill House remained a mystery, an enigma that refused to be unraveled. The Hill House, a home where the family found fear, not comfort. A place where every creak of the stairs, every whisper of the wind, every flicker of the light held a terrifying story. A story that continues to haunt the analysis of the paranormal. A story that reminds us that sometimes the most horrifying tales are not those of ghouls and monsters, but of the places that were meant to be our sanctuary. Or what if your nightmares could reach out and harm you? A chilling question indeed, and one that forms the spine of our second tale. The terrifying tale of a sleepwalking woman whose nightmares bled into reality. In a small town in the heart of England lived a woman named Abigail. She was a woman like any other, save for one haunting affliction: her dreams. You see, Abigail was plagued by nightmares so vivid, so real, that they broke the barrier between sleep and wakefulness. She was a sleepwalker, but her nocturnal wanderings were far from ordinary. Every night, as the world around her descended into the peaceful lull of sleep, Abigail found herself in a waking nightmare. Her dreams were not confined to her mind, but spilled out into her reality, painting her world with a macabre brush. A dark figure, faceless and menacing, stalked her every step. Strange symbols, eldritch and foreboding, appeared on her walls, as if etched by some unseen hand. And a sense of impending doom hung over her like a shroud, turning every shadow into a specter, every sound into a scream. Night after night, Abigail would wake up in different parts of her home, her heart pounding, her skin slick with cold sweat. She would find herself standing before mirrors, her own reflection twisted into grotesque shapes. Other times she'd wake up outside her house, the cool night air whipping around her as she stared at the moon, a sense of nameless terror gripping her heart. But the climax of her ordeal was yet to come. One fateful night, Abigail woke up not in her home, not even in her garden, but in the local graveyard. She found herself standing amongst the tombstones, the eerie silence punctuated only by the distant hoot of an owl. The moon cast long, menacing shadows that seemed to dance and flicker around her. The cold stone of a gravestone bit into her palm, and the name etched on it was her own. Abigail's terrifying ordeal didn't end there. She continued to sleepwalk, to experience horrifying visions, until one day she simply disappeared. Some say she was taken by the dark figure from her nightmares. Others believe she finally succumbed to her terror. But no one knows for sure. All that remains is her story, a chilling reminder of the thin line between dreams and reality. And so we are left with a haunting question. What if our nightmares could reach out and harm us? For Abigail, sleep wasn't a respite from the world, but a gateway to horror. It was a realm where her deepest fears took form, where the line between the waking world and the realm of nightmares blurred, and the horrors of her mind became her reality. For her, sleep wasn't a respite from the world, but a gateway to horror. When nature turns against you, where can you find solace? Our story begins with an adventurous group of hikers, each one brimming with youthful enthusiasm and an insatiable thirst for exploration. They set their sights on a forest, a place that was whispered to be more than what it seemed. This was not just any forest. This was a forest that held a reputation, a chilling reputation of being haunted. As they ventured deeper into this shadowy realm, they could feel the forest breathing around them. The trees, those ancient sentinels of the wild, seemed to whisper in a language not known to man. It was an eerie symphony of rustling leaves and creaking branches that danced with the wind. Yet there was an undercurrent, a subtext to their rustling that suggested something more sinister. It was as if the trees were speaking, singing a song of warning, of danger lurking in the shadows. What was more unsettling was the constant feeling of being watched, of unseen eyes tracing their every move. The hikers couldn't shake off this creeping sensation. It was like a cold hand slowly crawling up their spine, a relentless shiver that not even the warmest fire could dispel. It was as if the forest itself had turned into a sentient being, observing them, studying them, perhaps even hunting them. The terror escalated when one of their own vanished. One moment he was right there, sharing a laugh around the campfire, and the next, he was gone. No trace, no footprints, no clues to his whereabouts. He had simply disappeared into the night, swallowed by the forest. The group searched, they cried out his name, but all they were met with was the haunting echo of their own voices, swallowed by the vastness of the wilderness. This was not just a scary story, it was a chilling chronicle of a journey into the unknown, a tale of a group of hikers who dared to venture into a haunted forest. Their experience was a stark reminder that there are places in this world that defy our understanding, that challenge our perception of reality. The forest, with its whispering trees and its unseen watchers, had become a living nightmare. They ventured out of the forest, forever marked by their harrowing experience. They were survivors, yes, but they were also victims. Victims of a forest that had shown them that the most terrifying things are not those that go bump in the night, but those that remain unseen, unheard, unknown. Their friend never turned up. His disappearance remains a mystery, a chilling enigma that adds another layer of terror to the haunted forest. It's a reminder that some mysteries are never meant to be solved, some stories are never meant to be told. In the haunted forest, they found that the most terrifying monsters are those we can't see. So do these stories send a chill down your spine? Our journey into the heart of horror has taken us through 3 bone-chilling tales, each brimming with its own unique brand of terror. Let's take a moment to revisit these eerie narratives, to remind ourselves of the mysteries that remain and the horror that lurks in the unseen. First, we ventured into the Hill House, a place so haunted its very name sends shivers down one's spine. The spectral whispers, the phantom footsteps, the unseen hands that seem to reach out from the darkness. These chilling encounters serve as a harsh reminder that some places are best left undisturbed, and the mystery remains as to what truly lurks within the shadows of the Hill House. Next, we delved into the terrifying tale of the sleepwalking woman, a nightmare from which she could not wake. Each night, her sleepwalking episodes took her further into the unknown, leading her down paths best left untrodden. What forces compelled her to wander in the dead of night? What unseen horrors did she encounter? The answers to these questions remain as elusive as the shadows that danced in her sleep-addled mind. Finally, we journeyed into the haunted forest, a place where the trees whispered secrets and the wind carried the echoes of the forgotten. The chilling chronicle of the forest is a testament to the power of the unseen, the unexplained, and the unimaginably horrifying. What spirits reside in the forest, hidden amidst the foliage, forever unseen and unheard? We invite you to share your own experiences with the supernatural. Have you ever felt an unseen presence? Have you ever found yourself in a place that seemed haunted by something beyond our understanding? So, as we part ways, remember to respect the unseen. Be cautious of the quiet corners and the unlit paths, for not all horrors are seen. Sometimes the most terrifying things are those that remain hidden in the shadows. Remember, not all horrors are seen. Sometimes the most terrifying things are those that remain hidden in the shadows. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you have enjoyed these horror stories. I would greatly appreciate it if you left me a like on this video and if you subscribe to this channel to receive more content like this. See you next time.